Hi there, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It is Sunday, it is time for my Sunday Night Live. Happy Independence Week. Everybody's starting to party and set off those fireworks that could be annoying, especially for those of you who have pets and places where there hasn't been any rain. Oh boy, I hope everybody's safe. I see somebody coming on. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to get started right at 7 o'clock. I have my computer behind me to tell me the time. We have one more minute before we're going to get started. There's Florence. Hello, my dear. I bet it's crowded your way. My daughter is down this way. She lives in Paso, but she says it always gets really, really crowded up there where you are on 4th of July. Hey, Carol Schaefer, welcome. So, let's see. It is 6:59. I'll give it another half a minute or so, and we're going to get started. I'm really excited about, hi Roz, tonight's card. I have never seen a pocket card like this before. Hi Donna. I'm not saying that maybe somebody else didn't do it in the past. I just haven't seen it, and I was thrilled with it when I came up with it. So I hope you guys like it too. Lots of people, great places. Yeah, it's so beautiful where you live, Florence. I mean, it's like one of the best places in the United States. So I often say that. My kids, you know, when I travel with Stampin' Up! For our incentive trips, like Thailand when I went there, Avila, when I was out on that deck, it was just as beautiful. It's just gorgeous up where you live. Hi, Debbie. All right, it's 7 o'clock. All right, so we can get started. Hi, Roseanne. All right, so I'm going to just, what am I going to talk about first? Oh, I want to say I will not, hi, Louise, have a Facebook Live on Tuesday because it's the 4th of July, and I honestly believe, while I'm not going to be doing much probably, I honestly believe most of you will be, you know, with family, out on picnics, at the beach, at the river, at the lake, in the yard, whatever, have company, going somewhere. So I'm just not going to have a Facebook Live on Tuesday. And then I want to remind you that on Monday by 3, I'm going to put a time on here now. By 3 in the afternoon is your last, hi Kelly, chance to RSVP for open house, which is on the 6th. That's Thursday from 1 to 5. I might go longer if anybody RSVPs and says they want to stay longer. Okay, so I'm going to turn you down now. We've got a group here. So let's get turned around and get busy. Let's see here. Okay. All right, as I have already said, welcome to my Facebook Live. I am Stampin' All Day with Bev. That is my business page, and my name is Beverly Morales. I live in Tracy, California. Thank you for being here tonight. I have a brand new host code. Hey, Kim. Wow, from New York. Thanks for telling me where you're from, Kim. That's awesome. I love New York, too. My new host code for July, here it is if you want to take a little snapshot of that. If you order from me and your order is under $150 at retail, then you can use this host code and that will benefit me. Now, if your order is $150 or above, do not use the host code because you will get the benefits of the free items that Stampin' Up! Gives at that point. Where can you shop with me? Right here, beverlystamps.stampinup.net. That is where you can shop with me anytime your little heart desires. And I do appreciate all of you who have been ordering from me, all my new customers. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for choosing me to be your demonstrator. Also, share with your friends if they do not have Facebook. My YouTube channel, it is just my name. When you put in my name on YouTube, it'll pop up, but I did put Stampin' Up! Right behind there. And if you have any questions, concerns, things you want to talk about, you can email me. Hi, Marlene, at mofun44icloud.com. All righty. So, online exclusives. We are going to have more online exclusives on July 6th. So new products will be available on July 6th. There is some Christmas items. There are some items that are for all year round. I only have a photo of a few things. I did not get any of them yet, but I did want to share with you in case you want to go online on the 6th and look at and see what's available. There's a Christmas set right there. There's some designer series paper and some embellishments, and then a floral set, timeless charm bundle. So there's a lot more, but you have to go online to see what those are. Okay, also on the same day, July 6th, you can shop with me at the address I gave you, or with any demonstrator if you already have one or you are a demonstrator. And you can earn a $5 coupon for every $50 you spend between July 6th and the July 31st. Then you're going to save. Make sure when you order that you have put in a good email address, because Stampin' Up! Is going to send you a coupon code for every $50 you just spent. You save that coupon code, take a picture of it, write it down, however you find best for you to save that coupon code. But I'll tell you a little secret. If you just lose it, do not panic. Call your demonstrator and we can help you out. And save that coupon code until August 1st. The whole month of August, you can redeem that $5 coupon. You can order whatever you want in August, and they will take $5 off for each coupon you have. So that's called bonus days. Just a friendly reminder that if you order from me, you should have a rewards form. Congratulations to those who have turned in their forms and have new stamp sets getting ordered for them this month, free on me. Once you fill out a form, the explanation is right here at the bottom. You get a free stamp set of your choice from me. So if you order, look at those new exclusives, and you order $50, let's say, that's 2 hearts on top of the coupon that you get from Stampin' Up. So 2 hearts on my form and a $5 coupon from Stampin' Up. Talk about prizes and giveaways. Here are the cards that I made at the last live. And we have a winner. She gets to pick the card that she wants. The only difference really, well, there are a few differences, but she can pick the color that she wants, and then I'll send her that one. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, good. You got your card and you love it. Good, good, good. Here it is the winner for this one of these cards, Lana. Lana, you are the winner. So please let me know. Usually it would be before Tuesday morning, but since I won't be live, you have some extra time. But get to me within the next few days, please. I need your address, and then I can send you the card you want. So you need to tell me 2 things: your address and the color of the card you want. Tahitian Tide, Parakeet Party, Cherry Cobbler. Okay. The month of June, it has gone bye-bye, so there is a winner for the Bird's Eye View stamp set. And who would that be? Jean Rosso. Jean is one lucky chickie. She won a prize already a while back. When I started adding new prizes to my giveaways, she won right away. And now she placed an order with me. So everybody that placed an order with me in the month of June got their name, hi Adelia, in this drawing. Now here's something new that I did though. So let's say you placed an order on the 3rd with me, and then, so your name went in the drawing. And then you get Paper Pumpkin. Hi, Maria. Hi, Roseanne. So you have Paper Pumpkin, so your name went in again. Yeah, so I added your name twice. so you have more chances. And then you order again from me later. Some people got their name in 3 times. I know it only takes one lucky, I spin the wheel. It only takes one order to get you in, and you might win with that. But if you get Paper Pumpkin and you order, you're for sure going to get your name in twice. So it just depends on how many times you order a month, how many times your name gets in for the prize. Now, what's the prize for next month? I don't have it yet. So when I get that, I will share those with you. There'll be more than one. Hey, Linda. Okay, I think I said everything that I wanted to say. So we can get, I said that I would like you guys to, I need you to RSVP by Monday at 3 for open house. I just wanted to flash the open house make and take card one more time. So if you're debating whether you are coming or not, you can, maybe this card will make you decide. It's a beauty. It's a new set that you're going to be able to order, and it has coordinating dies in September. And I've already been asked if I'm going to have a class in September, and I am. I just don't have the date yet. Okay, so that's that information. Now I'm done. The stamp set I'm using is the most beautiful stamp set. I just love Courage and Faith so much. There is foliage and dots and little arch of dots here too, single dots for any card whatsoever. But the sentiments in here of the Bible verses just mean so much to me, and I know they do to you as well. Lately, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of a story. I have had family and friends who are very sick. And so right away I thought of Courage and Faith, and I use these cards because everybody is very faithful and Christian, and I know that they do this, but a little reminder in the mail, 1, that I'm thinking of them, 2, that we're praying for them, but trust in the Lord with all your heart and be of good courage. We're perfect for my friends and family who are battling that horrible disease, cancer. And so I'm using this set today because I needed to make a lot of cards for some people that are ill. Okay, so let me show you the card. And I mentioned that I was using the basic border dies. Thank you for all the hearts. Here is their item number, and here is one of the dies in the basic borders. Okay, so look what you can do with that. You can make a pocket on a layer piece. Hi, Marcia. And you can place another piece of cardstock in that pocket, and I'm going to write in there a simple thing. I'm praying for you every single day. And then on the inside of the card, I will write another message. Now, if they don't know to open this, they already know I'm praying for them every single day. So they might figure it out and pull that out and see that, but my additional message will be on the inside. Yes, I love pocket cards as well, and I love that the name of these dies is borders. So they're meant for borders. They're meant for the flaps of your envelopes. But I always try to find new ways to use things, and when this worked, I was thrilled. Now look, this is Flirty Flamingo, and the green is Shaded Spruce. What do you think of this color? Ruby Mauve and Shaded Spruce. Same exact card. And because it says trust in the Lord with all your heart, I have hearts lining the pocket. Same exact. Okay, so some of you have joined my Christmas in July ginger class, so you have the doily. Look what else you can do. This is Boho Blue. Same thing, but instead of the hearts, I added the doily and be in good courage on the front, and then I'm going to line the inside, and I can just write a bigger message in there. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how to do this, and I'm going to use Boho Blue, and I will have 4 cards, and I'm going to give away the Boho Blue. And the reason I'm not giving you, whoever wins, a chance to pick the color is because I need to get these in the mail. Okay? All right. So let's get started with our card base. I'm going to take my paper trimmer. I cut an 8.5 by 11 piece of Boho Blue cardstock in half at 4 1/4, right down the middle, so it's 4 1/4 by 11. And now I'm just going to place it back into my paper trimmer, fold it in half, and take my bone folder and burnish. And that is our card base. Okay, I'm also going to be using the exposed brick folder in case you need that item number. Hi Tammy, it's 161600. Okay, I'm also using, let me get one of the cards here so you can see as I'm showing you, the pastel sequence. They're on page 141 of the current catalog. The reason I chose these, to be quite honest, is because I don't care what color cardstock I use, because they're an iridescent type of a sequence. The color that you lay them on is the color that they're coordinating with is going to grab in there. I used some Stella. You're going to need your paper snips, and I also used the Country Bouquet punch for the hearts, in case you were wondering where those hearts came from. Okay, so there's the base of the card. I'm going to move things over. Here's the stamp set. I already showed you that. And here are the 2 colors that I'm using for this card. And I'm also using some white linen thread. If I left anything out as far as tools and things, I will show you again when I realize I've forgotten something. Okay, so we need a piece of white cardstock for the inside of the card. This is 4 by 5 1/4, the exact same layer piece we always use. But for the inside pocket of the card, this piece here, it's a 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Okay, and that's what fits in there perfectly. Okay, so while I have these here, I'm going to open up my Boho Blue, and I am going to stamp Be of Good Courage. I like to use my grid paper to line up my cardstock. Gives me a chance to get things straight. Okay, and then I'm just going to stamp Be of Good Courage on the inside of this card. Okay. Then I am going to take one of the sprigs. So you can use any one you want. There's 4 different ones, and they're going in opposite directions. So when you use them, if you need them to go this way and this way to surround the Bible verses, you can use them that way. But today I'm just using one, and shaded spruce, as I said, is the color. And I'm going to tap, and you can either have it as a mountain or a valley. I think I'm going to do a valley. See how pretty that is? And that's going to go on the inside of the card. So the shaded spruce happens to look good with every single color of card I made using this stamp set. And I said I was going to tell you a little story. When I started hearing pretty much back to back, hey Pam from North Carolina, about the illness that my friends and family are battling right now. Of course, I wanted to make a card for them. And so I wanted the card to be special, and I wanted it to be heartfelt, and I had no idea what to use or what to do. Zero. I was a little upset about the news, of course. And so I came out here, and what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do when we feel a little lost and overwhelmed? Give it to God, right? Okay, so that's what I did. And I'm telling you that this idea came from him. I loved it so much. I was so thankful that this idea popped into my head to use this die to make a pocket. I have had these dies for I don't know how long, and I have never made a pocket with them, never even thought about it. So that's just my little story to tell you about when we're going through hard things, we really do need to just give it to God. And I know you guys all know that. Hey, Eva. But it's always good to hear, right? Okay. So there's the inside, and while I'm there, no, I'm going to put these on last because I'm going to see how far it goes into the pocket once I get there. Okay. So here is the 4 by 5 1/4 regular layer piece that we are going to put this die on, and it fits perfectly corner to corner like this. I do need some tape. I don't want it to move. So I am going to tape it down so it stays where I put it. This back end has a straight edge, and so I'm putting my fingernail in there so it holds it down tight. And this one, go here, straight edge. Okay, so now we have to get our handy dandy cut and emboss machine, or Big Boss as I call him. And we're going to run it through. Okay. All right, so platform 1, platform 2, platform 3, my project, and platform 3, second platform 3. So there's 2 platform 3s, and run it through. Okay, now I'm going to move all of this stuff because I need my folder. I need platform number 4 for my folder. Whoops, I didn't bring the paper back. Okay, so let me show you how this worked. Take the tape off, and this is Post-it note tape that's available on Amazon. Now, when I run it through the cut and emboss machine, I'm still careful when I pull it off. I just don't yank because you never know if the pressure of the machine will hold tightly onto the cardstock, and then you might rip something. But normally, I think it has once, but you know, normally it doesn't. Okay, now look how stinking cute that is. I gotta use this again, but I'm gonna move it just so I can show you better. Look at this. I love everything about it, the scallops, the stitching, and the pocket it made. Now, as I stared at this when I was making these cards, I wanted it to be a little bit fancier than just solid cardstock. Okay, so I went, let me put my machine back here. I went to my folder, and I told you already that this is the exposed brick. Okay, so let me show you the cards again. When you pull this out, see the exposed brick at the top, and then the corrugated lines at the bottom. If you didn't notice that when I first showed it to you, this card is just full of texture. Okay, so how did I just use the folder to just dry emboss this part here? So what you do is you put your folder in the pocket just like you would have the cardstock. Just like that. Did everybody see that good, how I did that? And it just fits through the cut and emboss machine. At first I thought, this is not going to fit. It's too wide. It's wider than the folder, so it's not going to fit through. But Jesus had my back. And it all, oops, I think I just moved something. I want to make sure I didn't because I don't want to ruin this. Okay, so he had my back and I ran it through, and guess what? It works. It's not too wide, it goes right through. And it's gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? Don't you love knowing that now? Oh my gosh, I just love that little technique there. Okay, and then my favorite, one of my favorite techniques, and I know not everybody likes this technique because it's a little bit time consuming, and I didn't want to do it in advance because I did want to share with you what's important when you use this. So your Simply Score tool that comes with the stylus, the dry embossing, the front of the card with the stitching and the scallops and the dry embossing, this is the front of the card. So you're going to flip it over and put it into the corner of the score tool, and you're going to take the wide ball and you're going to start, and you're just going to do a little line right up to the stitching. You're going to stop right where the stitching is. So the lines are going to graduate because you're going to go up to where the stitching is. And the reason I turned it over, in case you're not familiar with this tool, is because now I'm dry embossing what I call these corrugated lines, and it's pushing the cardstock out. So when I turn it over, it's going to be this look here. Okay. And it's not hard, but you do need to take your time. You do need to put your tool, your stylus ball, into the groove here. Get it into the groove of the tool, and then pull down. I've always told you as well that if you're having a hard time with this ball sliding across your cardstock, have some wax paper here at your desk, and you can run the ball over the wax paper, and then you will glide much easier. Okay, so I thought we could just chit chat while I do this. I think it's well worth it to show you exactly what I do. Now, another question you might have is, why did you put the blank part up against the edge here? Because it would be harder to try to measure and stay in the groove doing it this way. So you want the wherever you're going to start to be easy, so you put the starting point at the top. I don't know if that was clear or not. I hope it was. Okay. Now I'm getting closer to the end, so this part is going to get a little awkward. Usually I turn the card around and continue working this way, but I can't because I don't want to have to judge. I want this to be perfect. So I find this I don't know, it gives me some calm while I do this, kind of like fussy cutting, but I know a lot of people don't like fussy cutting either. And one of these days, maybe Stampin' Up! Will come up with a folder that does this for us, right? And then we won't have to do it this way. But everybody that's been a customer of mine for years knows if I had a contest in, a game, if we were playing a game and I said, what's my favorite technique? They would all tell you this. She loves that Simply Score tool and this technique here. Okay, so that didn't take so long, did it? Look at that. Can you see it good? Do you guys like that? So again, full of texture. Then I took a 1-inch strip of Boho Blue cardstock. I also ran, hi Christine, the cardstock through the folder, the same folder. And the reason I did 1 inch is because I just wanted the small heart from this punch. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Roseanne. So I'm going to do, we like odd numbers. So I'm going to do 5 hearts. Since I embossed this part for you, I thought I'd have that done already so you didn't have to watch me emboss twice. And we're going to flip these over to the backs looking at you. And we're going to get our dimensionals. Now, let me put this out again so you can see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Now the dimensionals, the minis, are a little too small. It made it kind of wiggly, the heart. See that? And the regulars are a little too big, just a fraction. So I landed up cutting them in half. And I'll use a half on each heart. Now, did I turn that one over? It doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. So a half on each one. I guess if you really are careful, let me show you what I'm talking about. If you're really careful and you pay attention, you get a straight edge at the right where the heart goes down a little bit. See, it's poking out right there, but I could move it over a hair. So I just didn't like having to be so specific with it. You know me, I've told you I don't like to take a lot of time with things, but they do fit. So they do fit. All right, so again, another thing I've taught you in the past, when you're doing a line of the same object, you want to start in the middle. We do not want to cover up that stitching, and then you're going to start placing them on the opposite sides of this heart. So everything's even. Okay. Then the last two will just fit. Let me see, which way do I want them? I want them sideways like this. Just fit like that. Okay. Now this kind of looks wobbly because it's not attached to anything yet. So we're going to come over to the back side. And you're going to put glue. It's important. Let me get my silicone mat. Okay, it's important to put glue here as well as the edges, because you want that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did it wrong. You want to do it here. Oh my goodness, I did it wrong. And it's too late. It's too late. Did I do it wrong? Yeah, because that's going to... Oh, I did it wrong. You're supposed to put glue here. So I'm going to... That's a lot of glue. I would say I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll put glue in the right spot. I'm just going to put this one down. I can't believe I did that. I've made 4 or 5 of these. I know better. And you would slip this in there. I'm not going to do it because I put the glue in there. So now this one's going to be solid because of my error. See, this part's going to stay loose, this part. So, oh boy. Baby wipes? Oh, I didn't know that. Let's see. Carol is teaching me something new. Maybe you something new as well. Okay, so let's see this. I'm glad I looked up. It looks like that works, Carol. So Carol taught, if you didn't know that, I didn't know that. If you didn't know that, Carol, thank you, thank you, thank you. This has got grooves in it, so I'm being, a little more careful to get in the grooves. Let's hope that works. I feel a little sticky. Maybe it's just my fingers. Okay, so where do we put the glue? We want this part to pop up, so we put the glue here. Now I'm paranoid. Yeah, okay. So the brick gets the glue, not the corrugated part. Okay, so now just the 4 corners. I already have some on the 4 edges, but I'm just going to add a little more. Thank you, Carol. You saved me. You know what? Carol should get a prize, shouldn't she, you guys? Shouldn't she? Yes, she should. I'm going to look around my stamp room and see what I can send you, Miss Schaefer. Thank you so much for teaching all of us that. You are a sweetie pie. Okay, so there we go. Yes, everybody thinks you should get a prize, Miss Schaefer. And there we go. Okay, so now we're going to take the bow that I made. This is the length of my grid paper. I do that a lot. And I made the bow in advance. And I'm going to put a mini glue dot at the knot. Hi, Sharon. And it's a little bit bigger than the knot, so I'm going to roll it so it's not sticking out and causing any havoc anywhere. And I'm going to stick that right there. It takes a village. You are right, my dear. And then I'm going to just put these in like this. Remember those dimensionals are under there? So I'm going to push these in to grab the sides of the dimensionals. I want that loose look. And just pull the one that's standing up too much. Stick it to the mini glue dots, or I'm sorry, dimensionals. And then cut away the excess. Okay. Now we can go to that sequence. And our take your pick tool. I want one large. go. And then I want 2 small. And then when we take Miss Stella and we give her a squeeze, remember to do it off your work so it doesn't drip onto your work. And then we just color each heart. And that gives a little bit of shimmer and shine there. But I'm going to show you another sample. I started making my monthly thank you cards today. A little behind schedule, but I'll get them done. They're halfway done now. Look at that. I think it's so pretty. Do you guys like it? You've learned so much from me. Well, there we go. Good. So look how pretty in the boho blue, how pretty in the flirty flamingo, and moody mauve. So any color cardstock you guys have, it will look pretty, I promise. Okay, so this die here, oh, it worked, Carol. Oh, I love you. This die here is in the basic borders, like I said, but there are different dies, there are additional dies. There's some more, so I want to show you those in case you don't have these. There is this is the one I actually use the most because it's fancy, I think. This is the one I've used the least. So I need to play with these two. I need to play with these. I've used the clouds a little bit, and I've used the zigzag a lot. Okay, and then now we've got this one. So let me show you my thank you cards for the month. So if you place an order from me the month of June, this will either get dropped off to your house or put in the mail. Or if you're coming to open house, you'll get it at open house. Look at the clouds. Look at the zigzag. The basic polka dots. And sending sunshine and rainbows. Now I'm making more of these as well, because after I send the trust in the Lord with all your heart, be of good courage, about 3 or 4 days later, I'm going to send sunshines and rainbows as well. So I made some extra ones, but everybody's getting this as a thank you. And my thank yous aren't necessarily thank you cards, because I want you to be able to use these to send to somebody. Now you're thinking, what set is that? Sunshine and Rainbows. It's Kindest Expressions. It also has a sympathy, but we're not going to sympathy. We're not. We're getting well. There's a thank you, and there's an oh, happy day. So when I stamped in Memento Black, I put a little reel on, a little short on Facebook this afternoon, just stamping all the 3x3 squares with the sending sunshine and rainbows, and they were all just black and white, right? There's also Stella on the clouds, and then there's 3 different colors of gems on the eyes, rainbows and shine and sending. I took my blends and I just made rainbows with my blends. So I used Dark Poppy Parade, Flirty Flamingo, I believe. Yep, Dark Flirty Flamingo. I used the light Granny Apple Green, though, because my dark was running out. And then light Mongo Melody, and then light Purple Posy. So to make my rainbows. Oh, were you going to ask the question what colors I used? Yeah, okay, so in case that's what your question was, That's what I used. The cardstock is in the brights. Granny Apple to match, yes. And then Flirty Flamingo is behind the white. And then the scallops here, or the zigzag, is the Poppy Parade. All right, so there you go. These basic dies now are more than just basic dies. I just love it, you guys. I hope you do too. I hope your time was well spent here today. You enjoyed yourself. If it is, follow me. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you have crafty friends and they don't know me yet, please share. Okay. You have a good night. A safe 4th of July. Everybody, please have a safe 4th of July. And there you go. You're so welcome. All right, you guys, take care. Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad. Thank you so much, Roz. Thank you. All right, ladies. Take care. Happy 4th.